that is a wrap on movies for the summer of 2013.
So now that we're done, we're giving you our favorite movies and some that you should definitely check out.
So the movie that I remember the most from the summer is Wong Kar-wai's The Grand Master. The Grand Master, to me, is almost like a beautiful lecture on Ip Man, you know, the super turbo kung fu master who taught Bruce Lee. And it's just undeniably a glorious display of filmmaking power by Wong Kar-wai. I mean, the fight sequences are pretty unparalleled. I mean, there's one in the opening in the rain that everybody's talking about, and it really is spectacular.
Probably one of my faves is Cutie and the Boxer, which is a documentary, and actually just, I guess it's a pugilist documentary.
Pugilism.
Yeah,
which
pugilism.
stands for boxing.
Boxing.
Right.
But Cutie and the Boxer is an incredible portrait and very candid story of these artists who live in New York and are kind of in their latter years. The main guy is 80 years old and he boxes and paints at the same time. It's an incredible kind of juxtaposition of rage and art in a great way. And
To me, one of the most important films of the summer is definitely The Butler.
I'm Cecil Gaines. I'm the new butler.
I mean, I feel like as a child, I always felt that there is great power in media to create positive change in the world. And obviously, we've seen civil rights movies before, but this is one of these movies that got off the ground in 2008 and finally came to fruition now. There's so many incredible, talented actors in it, and obviously 3 weeks at #1 in the box office.
Everything you are and everything you have is because of that butler.
the next film I want to talk about is You're Next. Adam Wingard, I really feel like has brought in kind of a new genre of horror.
What is that?
And he definitely, I think, kind of was very clever about the scares that are in this movie and definitely clever about the kills that are in this movie. So definitely check out You're Next if you haven't seen it yet.
This wasn't a random attack.
Cool, cool. Well, speaking of scares, my number 2 would be World War Z, which I didn't really have great expectations for. I mean,
Right.
or maybe I was keeping it down because I thought it was going to be a lot of CGI zombies, but it actually, you know, we saw it together. It
Yeah.
was actually a really,
They didn't invite me.
no, sorry.
Every human being we save is one less to fight.
Here's the thing about World War Z. It definitely has scares. This was really about Brad Pitt trying to save his family.
And the next film I think we should talk about, Mackenzie, I'll let you take the reins on this, but another character study is Blue Jasmine.
Obviously, again, Cate Blanchett is incredible in this one.
She doesn't care about you. She's a phony.
Can you please not fight in here? Don't think I can take it. For some reason, my Xanax isn't kicking in.
I think it's actually one of Woody Allen's best films. I would absolutely recommend going to see this. I think this is my hands down favorite of the summer. I mean, that and
It's not his best movie, not by a long
I
shot.
said one of.
Not
his
even
best.
one of his best
Did you
movies.
see it?
Yeah, I walked out.
I can't.
So you didn't see the alien invasion.
Oh,
yeah.
There's an alien invasion.
Best part.
Okay, our friend Ethan is going to join us now to talk about a couple of films that he enjoyed this summer. Ethan, step in.
Great, thank you.
Have a seat.
Tag team.
Awesome.
It's nice and warm.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna grab a coffee.
See you later, Norwood. So what did
Yeah.
you see this summer?
I saw a lot of movies, but I'd say my 2 faves were Fast and Furious 6 and This Is the End.
Emma Watson showed up.
Give me everything you have to drink!
There are 6 of us. You cannot rob us.
I'm not f***ing around!
Look at the drinks.
Hermione just stole all of our shit.
It was a lot of fun. I really liked it.
To me, I felt like that movie could have just been the guys, like all you wanted to do was watch them sit around and joke with each other.
Yeah.
Can I have that Milky Way?
No, you can't have the Milky Way. It's my special food. I like it.
I want some of the Milky Way.
I'd be pretty bummed if I don't at least get a bite of the Milky Way.
What
Yeah.
was it about Fast and Furious 6 that set it apart from the other 5?
It's just, it's just summertime. That's my summertime.
Right,
hit, you know what I mean?
right.
And it's not, it's not gonna win.
So it delivered the summertime
Yeah,
goods.
exactly.
Right,
It gave me
right,
that
right,
rush.
So my third favorite film of the summer is Star Trek Into Darkness. which, you know, I did have very high expectations because the first Star Trek, the first Abrams Star Trek, was so damn good. And this one was not as good, but it did have the benefit of having Benedict Cumberbatch, who I'm a huge Sherlock fan, and I thought he would, you know, it turns out, spoiler alert, he plays Khan.
Now, shall we begin?
It's also important to point out that this week is the 47th anniversary of the birth of Star Trek in 1966. So happy birthday, Star Trek. Thank you very much. Have a piece of cake.
No ship should go down without her captain.
All right, now our friend Jessica from Wonderwall.com is joining us. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about one of your picks for the best movies of summer 2013.
Well, I have to say, I absolutely love The Spectacular Now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To you, Amy Finnegan.
To you, Cedric Hughes. Which is a coming-of-age story in the vein of Pretty in Pink or Say Anything. And of course stars Shailene Woodley. What makes it so great is just the chemistry between the two of them and the fact that they are incredibly talented stars.
I love you.
Don't love me.
Yes, I do.
And I thought she'd be the one to yank you out of neutral.
You not see that I'm bad for you? You need to get away from me.
All right, now our good friend David Lacey from Geek World Radio is here. Thanks for joining us, David.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
What are you talking about? Favorite movie?
Oh, I gotta say, you know, I had a lot of favorite movies this summer, but I have to go with Man of Steel. I freaking loved it. I thought it was so great the way they brought Superman back, the fact that they gave him this new origin story that I think was really good for people that weren't maybe as familiar with him, but at the same time, also for all of us fans ever since, you know, we've been really little, are still like, oh yeah, this is still Superman. I think they made him more of a badass this time. They actually made Krypton like a place that seemed really cool and not just sort of, you know, the 70s movie. It just seemed like a bunch of weird sets. I love the fact that, you know, it was a little darker. You know, I loved it. I thought Cavill was great. Michael Shannon was great.
You believe your son is safe? I will find him!
Quite frankly, for me, probably the best superhero fight scenes I've ever seen shot.
Our good friend Gary from Mandatory has joined us.
Hello.
Thanks for stepping in again.
No problem.
You saw The Conjuring, though. I didn't see that one. Was it good?
I did. I loved it. I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but every once in a while I like a good scare.
Something awful happened here, Ed.
What is it?
It was a non-stop, tense, scary movie, really creepy parts, and even thinking about it right now is getting me the willies a little bit.
Well, one of the films that's definitely on my list is Iron Man 3. I think Robert Downey Jr., again, excels in this role, and if you're one of the few, just that small percentage of people that did not see Iron Man 3, definitely check it out.
Just good old-fashioned revenge.
I'll definitely recommend Pacific Rim also if you like the kaiju films. It definitely, to me, it's almost like a warm-up to Godzilla for next year.
Today we are canceling the apocalypse!
So those are our picks for some of the best movies of summer 2013.
Let us know what your favorite movies are, and if we left anything out, definitely tell us in the comments below. And if we got stuff wrong, tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Right, and if you've ever walked out on a movie, we'd like to hear what those movies you walked out on, because everybody's walked out on a movie at some point except Norwood.
Yeah, I haven't.
Right. See you next time.
I haven't. Maybe.